What is going on, you guys? My name is Spideyco64, and welcome back to yet another NASCAR 164 scale diecast review. And here today, folks, we have for all of you here today the first NASCAR Xfinity batch review of 2025. Oh, yeah. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the Xfinity batch reviews. This is the first one that we've done since the spring. Basically, it's been a long time since we've done the last batch review and all that good stuff. This is the last time. This is the first batch review of 2025. And, yeah, so obviously, of course, you can see here for yourself that we have not one, two, not three, but five Xfinity cars. Now, as I messed it up here. Damn it. I messed it up here. But anyways, though, I was going to go out ahead here and say, though, that... So we have, in total, 5 cars, as, of course, you can see. But there is one of these cars that is not from 2025. Can you tell which one is not? Well, obviously, of course, if you can't tell, it's obviously this one. So, so essentially this video, we're basically gonna be have to look here at cars that obviously they've already kind of been released for a good amount of some time now already. It's kind of disappointing how these are the only first cars that we have gotten this season, and we didn't get any other Xfinity cars, which I guess that is disappointing, but I mean, this is kind of fine. I think that this is better because, honestly, talking about so many cars in one video is already kind of overwhelming enough. But talk about, like, 6 or 7 of them, that's a lot. I mean, last year's, I remember we did, like, 7 cars in the first video. That was fucking crazy, dude. So, we're going to go ahead here, and we're going to go, of course, look at these cars one by one, and I'm going to give you all my thoughts and feelings on them. First car up, we have Carson Kvapil's number 1 Bass Pro Shop Chevy for Junior Motorsports. And oh, by the way, people on my community tab were asking, hey, we want to see a review of this. We want to see a review. And then no one watched that fucking video. Last time I'm going to listen to people in the comments section of my community tab. Yeah, I kind of was pretty ticked off that happened. That literally I posted one of these reviews and nobody watched it. I don't know. So that's why we do these batch reviews, and that's because these Xfinity single releases don't get the views, don't really get all too many views. People don't really care about the Xfinity or the truck diecast. They mostly care about the Cup cars. But this car right here, though, this is an amazing looking scheme for Carson Kvapil. Just an absolute beauty for him and stuff. Definitely gives off the Jamie McMurray vibes when he was driving for Dale Earnhardt Ganassi racing and all that sort of stuff. Definitely a cool diecast, that is for sure. Definitely really like the way that this one came out. Now, this is like the 4th different numbered Bass Pro car that we have gotten for the JRM cars. We've gotten, of course, obviously there was Noah Gragson, who had the Bass Pro sponsorship for a long time now for JRM. Then there was also Dale Jr. had that one-off race at Homestead back in 23, and then Josh Berry also ran the car at the same time as well, so yeah. So really kind of cool looking car right here. Obviously, again, one of the few things I love about this Bass Pro car, similar to the Truex one, but I love the orange is the main color of this car. And the camo powder on the side actually works very well, I will say, for the most part. This is kind of one of the only few silver ones where it actually looks cool. And it's not really silver. It's mostly camo. And, again, these are some of the best Bass Pro cars we've gotten in quite some time now. So, yeah, that's obviously really cool. But, yeah, really cool looking Carson Kvapil scheme. Of course, on the side here it says clearance, technologies. And for the most part, that's pretty much all there is. There's pretty much no other contingency sponsors as far as I can see. But there you go. So there is Carson Kvapil. And now let's go ahead and have a look at the car. This was one of the last few cars I had to get. The other one was the 17, but we'll get to that here in a moment. Here we have Jesse Love's Wheelin National Fallen Firefighters Foundation Chevy. For Richard Childress Racing. And actually throughout the video, we're like taking a look at, most of them are JRM cars, half RCR and one Hendrick. Kind of weird, but now this car is the one and only car that was not from 2025. But however, though, this is of course obviously a NASCAR Authentics exclusive. This was part of the same wave as the Butterbean Queen car and all that sort of stuff, which, oh, by the way, if any of you kind of wanted to know and stuff like that, let's actually kind of go ahead and kind of get this car out. This is the wave that it comes in. Obviously, of course, we've taken a look at that. We're taking a look at this one. We already had a look at that one months ago. That's a cool looking Fast Nose game, I guess. We take a look at the race win version for that, and then that's a pretty neat one too. That's also a nice one also too. We take a look at that one too, and the Butterbean Queen, the Pretzel Bites one, that's a really cool one. So that's the wave that that car showed up in, and I gotta say, this is a really beautiful looking scheme right here. A really amazing alternative scheme for Jesse Love and co. Obviously, this ran during the Daytona night race, actually, last season. But if you didn't know it, this kind of looks a little bit like one of those 911 Memorial cars that not many teams really do. But if this was ran on the anniversary or around the anniversary of the September 11th attacks back in 2001, it would have made sense. Like, I especially love this front end with the stars, the stripes going across. You got all the names and stuff like that. It's Neff Roll of Honor 2024. See, this is the 24 car because it has the rookie stripes. That's something that most of these cars don't have it. And then, of course, National Fallen Firefighters Foundation with the flower in the middle. Really nice looking car. Really nice. So that's a look at Jesse Love there. And here's also the last car that I also had to get here as well. We have here Corey Day's number 17 HendrickCars.com Chevy. Of course, obviously, Corey Day, the Hendrick Motorsports development driver that absolutely is sucking ass driving the number 17 car. I'm sorry, but Corey Day has just not been impressive for me. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but let's just say, if you're in a competitive ARCA seat and you can't win a race and you throw it away, I don't know about you, but you just stick to dirt racing. Stick to dirt racing, dude. But I guess it's cool to get this diecast. I know that in the last couple of years we've gotten two Xfinity Hendrick cars, but those were race win versions. This is actually a standard edition scheme. So really kind of cool that Corey Day got his own diecast. That certainly is for sure something pretty cool. You know, most Xfinity drivers don't get their own Xfinity diecast, well, at least in the 1/64 scale. Yeah, I do like the way this one came out. Really a cool looking one. It is just the standard HendrickCars.com scheme, but some of the few things to note here is that the contingency sponsors, actually on all of them, are basically all the same. And that is basically, down here you got Valvoline, but pretty much all of the HMS cars all have that. Like the William Byron race one that's going to come out here in I don't know, like a good couple months. That is going to be that's going to be right there instead of the Exalta logo, which is kind of weird, but see Valvoline right there. Yeah, for the most part, really cool diecast. For some reason, these decals, this one is crooked. That's not great. And then going out to the other side, it's not as crooked. So there you go. Overall, a neat looking diecast. I want to know how many cars we've gotten on that number style. I think we've only had that one, a Kyle Larson like 88 one a while back. And speaking of which, wait, hold on a minute. This is the same goddamn paint scheme. And well, yes, it is. Here we have Kasey Kahne's number 33 HendrickCars.com Chevy for Richard Childress Racing. So yeah, Kasey Kahne's one-off NASCAR start back in Rockingham earlier this year, and he was able to get a die-cast made. Wow, that is really cool that Kasey Kahne came back for a one-off race. Really damn cool that that happened, and obviously he got sponsorship from his old team owner and was able to drive for RCR. Unfortunately, he didn't really, we all didn't expect him to we all kind of thought he was going to do more better in the race. It looked like he was, but then William Sawalich and then Catherine Lake happened, and unfortunately it killed the mood. But anyways though, really nice looking one right here. Obviously, this is on the 33 font. It's kind of weird to see a Hendrick scheme on an RCR car, but I don't know. That's just what will happen, I guess. But anyways, though, really cool looking car. Now, of course, obviously you can see here it just has the full Xfinity banner, and it says Kahne on the back. You got some contingency sponsor differences. You got Curb Records, and it says Caravan right there on the C-pillar. 33 on the side. Yeah, it says Caravan. And all the other contingency sponsorships. Definitely this is going to be a diecast that I think as the years kind of go on, that people are really going to be like, oh shit, they made that. And then people are trying to, quickly buy it, and then it's gone. I want to actually see if it is actually gone, but don't sleep on that one. It's going to be like the Jeffrey Earnhardt one back a little while ago. Back in 2022. Anyways, last car up here, we have probably the driver that's going to lose the championship. Yeah, I did say that. I legit just say that right now, but wow, that does not look great. I just barely noticed that. Crooked headlight right there. But yeah, we got Connor Zilich's number 88 KOL Coolers of America car right here. This is a pretty nice alternative looking scheme since, Zilisch, he's basically been winning nonstop in this car. Like shit nonstop. Definitely going to be trying to see if they make the Parker Kligerman version. How's that going to happen? Are they just going to have his name on there? Honestly, they should just put Kligerman's name on there just to make it different and all that sort of stuff. But getting back to this car, though, really nice, bright yellow looking car. That headlight is really bothering me, but looks pretty cool. All things considered, I do love it. I dig it. Oh, what the hell? Right there, there's also a chip right there. Oh, damn. Wow, that's great. KOL, I don't know why, but that reminded me of AOL, American Online. Kind of funny right there. RV Share, WeatherTech, Carolina Car Ports. It's pretty much kind of it. Oh, you got RTIC right there, and Junior Motorsports right there. Kind of looks pretty cool like that. And then, of course, they got KOL Rewards 88. But really nice looking scheme. I love this really matted yellow they put on this car. Really does look nice. I like this. I really do like this one. Definitely one that wasn't going to get, but then I kind of thought, hey, you know what? It's a pretty cool scheme, pretty cool alternative scheme. Plus, I need it for the batch review, so there you go. But that's pretty much going to do it, everybody. That is a look at the Xfinity cars this season. The first batch of Xfinity cars. And overall, this is a really nice lineup of Xfinity diecast right here. Now, it's kind of a shame that these are pretty much, excluding the Jesse Love here, like, these are the only few Xfinity cars that are out. Which is a bit unfortunate, but, oh, and also the Austin Hill one, the race one as well, but we are expected to get, I do know in terms of the Xfinity releases, there's an Eric Almirola race win, not the Bristol race win, but the Phoenix race win from earlier this year, and then I know there's supposed to be like a Kyle Larson Xfinity race win, in Connor Zilich's Blue Hogs game. That's going to be a cool one to kind of take a look at. But kind of sucks, though. There just hasn't really been too many Xfinity releases. Now, hopefully that's going to change. And if I had to really honestly guess, the next Xfinity batch review is most likely going to be probably a NASCAR Authentics one. Just because if I had to expect, there's probably going to be some unique Authentics cars to come out here very soon. Because there's Wave 3 Lionel has Wave 3 of 2025, but we don't know what cars are part of that wave. And oh, by the way, eventually when that wave drops, I'm going to do a recap of that whole entire wave and talk about it and whatnot, sort of have you. Hopefully, maybe all of you will actually maybe watch it. Hopefully, please, maybe. But anyways, though, kind of weird how we didn't have any other Xfinity drivers. Like, we don't have Sammy Smith. All of his fucking diecasts got canceled. No Justin Allgaier diecast, which is just really weird to see. And just other than that, just really kind of weird how we haven't gotten any other drivers. Now, hopefully that will change here, and maybe we'll get some other drivers here. I do know we're getting a Harrison Burton one, but that's the Authentics wave, or the Authentics advent calendar, but oh well. But that's going to basically do it for this review, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this one. And hopefully this won't be, hopefully we will have another one here by at least December, hopefully, but I'm not so sure. Don't quote me on that. Please don't. But anyways, though, guys, that's going to do it for this review. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.